Cancer, welcome to Esoteric Tales and Tarot. This is your mid-month quickie check-in, and I'm actually looking through the crystal ball at the moment because I've just been getting a lot of messages, so please bear with me, Cancer, while I try to relay everything that I am getting before I jump into the tarot. Okay. There's a prominent person, and by prominent, I think I mean what I'm seeing is sort of a government or a political, that kind of level, or maybe it's like mayor, council. There's a prominent person that is something to do with either they're coming into your workplace or you need to address them about something, and it's somebody's sort of, it's brewing. So I feel as though either, they're coming in and it's something to do with your work, or it's something like there's changing around plans, and it could be to do with housing, it could be to do with something that's really been bothering you about what's happened to your area, or all of the reasons of why this prominent person could be somebody who you might need to address, and it could be a group of you, but it would serve you to send a well-written letter, and maybe then they are addressing that and coming to have a look at what you're talking about. This is quite specific, Cancer, so you'll know if that's something of significance to you. And it could be related to buildings, environment, that type of thing, right down to something that because I was just seeing so many different things flash in my mind, and I was trying to catch up because I think it is for more than one person. It could be down to where they're putting a pathway or a road, because I was seeing bikes. There's a bike path out the front of my place. It's this prominent person that I kept seeing. They're in I was seeing something to do with a high status. Maybe you're the person of high status, the council person. That's the other option, and you're having to deal with it. That's coming through for me. Camping, I got as a separate message. So going out into nature and camping. Perhaps some of you have been camping recently, but I saw camping coming in and like going for a short sort of day trips, which is a nice one to have. I keep getting the color green coming through the crystal ball. It's going to happen, I believe, with every single sign, because I've been getting that's so important for us to wear green and to have green around us. So go out into the garden. So please remember to do that, Cancer, because there's something about us needing extra earthiness around us. I think things are topsy-turvy, and I often see this came through in the crystal ball for you too. The lunar eclipse is going to be quite emotional and maybe rocky. I think it's Libran energy coming through, which will be up in our heads. And we've had an emotional Pisces, water sign, and we're coming into sort of your Aries fire. So we've got it all happening at the moment. So it feels as though we have to be grounded and careful, and then we'll sail through the eclipse with things being revealed that will be helpful to us. We'll be able to manage what is coming out. It feels like a lot has been hidden, and I think that is because we've had the Pisces energy and then a lunar eclipse. It just feels like there's been even what I chose, oddly, the mat is the moon card mat here that I chose for this mid-month reading, because I have just felt as though we've got this real moon energy, and I'm hearing lunatics. I feel like there could be people who are frustrating you, lunatics that are out as well. So just staying, Cancers love to have nights in as well, and maybe that's why the camping and getting away and going for a drive is of importance to you too, Cancer. Perhaps that's going to be really nice energy for you when it's just becoming all a bit crazy. Let's see what we get for your tarot cards nice. Speaking of Aries, we've got the Emperor jumping out. And maybe you're, here we go. So, of course, just talking about, you've got the big, wow, big mid-month for you. Major Arcana overload. Okay, and so this is bottom of the deck. We've got the Five of Cups. This can mean that somebody or a pet or a loved one has, for me, this can mean that they have crossed over recently. And again, I'm really, I'm drawn to all of this green again and having this healing energy that could be coming through to you if you were resting and relaxing. So this is turbulent, upsetting kind of energy, or that recently you've had a relationship that's ended, or it's just been very, very turbulent as well, Cancer. And you've got this sort of sadness or feeling like you've been left out in the cold is what I'm sensing too, feeling left out or feeling a bit disappointed. And again, this resting is coming up, and camping. I'm feeling as though camping out under the stars here. So the energy that we've got, Aries, Aquarius, your Pisces, your Cancers, your Scorpios, particularly Pisces for me. Okay, major arcana is coming up. So something big that has been pretty hard to deal with. And maybe it's been that this happened quite some time ago and you're reminiscing on an old relationship. I'm hearing that as well. So, a good message for you is for you, perhaps this prominent person, again, the Emperor is very much the prominent person that I'm hearing. And if it's you, then stepping up into this prominent role as well, being the, maybe it's stepping up into a more leadership role. Perhaps it's running your own business. But I am picking up that prominent person that's holding the cards here. And you working out how you're going to negotiate with that person as well. It's going to be like, chess. But if you do spend some time in reflection, look at this one, the howling to the moon here, the wolves asking for help and resting, meditating, getting near the water. Cancer, you're very good at this, to go within, work out how you're going to deal with this, put your wish out on the stars, and you'll be able to manifest what you need to turn that situation around. For businesses, it's very good. This is nice energy. If you've had emotional turbulence, to put it into your work, you're going to become prominent and successful. So maybe that's where you do need to channel your emotional energy. If you're a musician, I'm hearing this too, or an artist, something who creates, when you've had emotional upsets, sometimes you can come up with your absolute best work. So out of the grievances is going to come something sort of magic in your workplace, in how it'll be a good time to be creating something, even creating a new website, or attracting different ways and different people to your product and services, or being noticed by new people in your workplace, or getting the attention of the prominent person. Maybe sharing your knowledge, proving up why you're the one who could be chosen to speak about the problem. I'm going back to that council. Somebody's definitely needs to hear that, to do with something that's really annoying them, that they could write and play chess with this person and come out as the Emperor. I got two cards that popped out from the Spirit Messages of the John Holland Oracle deck, and I'm going to read both of them because they're going to be important for you. I'll start with this one. Of course, we've got the green coming out, and I'm getting this a lot. So, your heart chakra, green energy. So this comes up as relationships. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life. how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. That's really beautiful, given that you've had the Five of Cups here as well, with that sort of disappointments. I'm even feeling like it's almost looking like the same type of energy with this card. The Three of Pentacles is below, so working on things. And look, he's wearing green as well. And I've been saying to all signs, don't forget to wear your green. It's St. Patrick's Day today, and I really felt as though there's luck coming in for the whole, particularly the whole month of March, for wearing green, but to stay grounded. So I feel like this is really important message for you, because we're talking about relationships, how to deal with ones that have closed off, difficult ones where you might have relationships at work or prominent people that you have to deal with, and just remembering that there's going to be something that you can learn, and maybe it's a time when you do need to speak up and voice your concerns so that you don't get bowled over by people who are in prominent positions, but also learn from the experience. And if there's children here involved, they'll be looking at you and watching the way that you deal with something. So do it with care. And here we go, caregiver as your second one. And again, the heart coming up here, but caregiver, we are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives. Just as you received care and love at the start of your life, caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. That's a beautiful message to relationships and caregiving. And at the start, I did pick up that this card can sometimes mean for me that recently loved ones have crossed over, or that you're going through that. So perhaps for people with aging parents or somebody who's really sick, you've had to be really in a caregiver role. And maybe that's where the injustice or the prominent people have been as well. Perhaps it's to do with nursing homes or hospitals or things that you weren't happy with, maybe either ambulance services, things like that, where you've had to speak up and say, perhaps to government, like the nursing home facilities, or perhaps it's to do with mental health. They're not at the standard that you would be hoping for and expecting for loved ones and for family members. Nice messages for you. A big mid-month with these lots of major arcana. So heaps of change. Really important to care for yourself. Go out, maybe the camping trip's super important, or getting out into nature, or going for a lovely day trip somewhere really beautiful where you can just have a look at the shops, do some window shopping, or go to a little market. Something like that is going to restore some of your energy, because I think you've been putting out a lot, Cancer, and now it's time to sort of reward yourself and bring some back in. Take care, Cancer. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning into this mid-month quickie, and I'll bring you some more messages throughout the month. Check out the other little videos. There's one on St. Patrick's Day for today, and I'll do one for the lunar eclipse coming up on the 25th with that Libran energy. Remember to stay grounded. Thanks for tuning in, Cancer. Speak to you soon. Bye.